Awesome.
All right, and starting things off, Enhanced PV leading off with the Wolf. Of course, PS Maui with Ken. So this ought to be a fun one.
Yeah, for sure. I think Wolf is definitely going to have like a lot of an easier time than Ken would in this matchup for sure. You've got like the Buster going on there, so a lot of times Ken can kind of just get camped out. The Shotos especially struggle with that. So Wolf can kind of just pick and choose when he wants to commit to coming in. But right now, PS Maui is doing a great job of keeping Enhanced PV in disadvantage here. He's struggling to get back onto center stage, let alone stage at all.
Yeah, normally I would agree with the notion that, Blaster is great at keeping the fighting game characters at a distance. It helps mitigate a lot of their damage, but PS Mao don't care. He rushed right in, started putting on the pressure, and that is one thing that Ken is great with, is keeping that shield pressure. And while Blaster's good at keeping a distance from opponents, not so great at actually breaking that distance once they're right on top of you.
Yeah, for sure. I think the one thing that is going to be like the deciding factor here is who can push advantage the best. Both of these characters have amazing advantage states, and I would say that Ken would have like the worst of the disadvantage states. But seriously, like for how good his advantage state is, it can be kind of a body bag sometimes, depending on how the other player is playing. So we'll have to see for sure. Both of them are just kind of feeling each other out. Nothing too crazy to happen right yet. Both of them around 80-90%. What's there? Wait a minute, did you pick up DP?
Yo, wake up DP is the first kill of this top 8. All right, that's how you know we're in for a fun ride.
I know, right?
I was just about to highlight, both of these characters don't particularly struggle to kill. It's really about finding that one magic hit. And while Matt finds it on Wake Up, I feel like Enhanced PV is going to be able to elicit a lot of these interactions because Wolf just has the superior movement.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, scary right there. Just getting right up into the up smash. And the side B just about taking it all the way from the other side of the stage. Nice with the F tilt there. Giving it 2 frame.
Yeah, and I was going to have to be careful about making sure that he could snap the ledge or make sure that returning to the ledge is safe in some regard. Otherwise, there's a lot of opportunity to Wolf to find 2 frames, be it forward tilt, down smash, infamously large. So that's going to be on Maui.
Yeah, and I remember when they nerfed that move and it was barely a nerf at all. Wait, was that up tilt reverse up B? Okay.
Yeah, reverse true Shoryu managing to get it done, and that's a full stock lead for Maui.
I know, right? And literally just like a minute and a half ago, I was talking about how Wolf definitely would be like the one that I would have my tips in on. But yes, now he doesn't really care what I have to say. He's just like, no, this is going to be my game. Sorry, commentators. My game now.
Yeah, it's just like the pressure's been relentless, and it can't be overstated enough that Ken buttons on shield are not to be trifled with. We see the crescent kick coming out constantly from Maui, and there's just less and less room for Enhanced PV to be able to actually retreat to because they keep on backing up to the corner. There's just nowhere to run. I feel like it would be better for PV to be handling this matchup from the center stage. That way there's at least some room to back up from, but now, knocking on death's door on last stock already.
Oh, that was incredible. Yeah, I can't believe all of those Shoryus that he did that entire game, they actually connected. Sometimes Ken and Ryu mains can not have the best luck with that move, but PS Mao getting all the confirms today, so good on him taking that game.
We just saw Ken holding forward the entire game 1, and Enhanced PV could not do anything about it. The damage is finding itself on just fine, and while PV was able to keep the damage going in his own regard, couldn't end out stocks as efficiently as PS Maui was.
For sure. Well, going into game 2 here, I think if there's one adaptation that I want to see Enhanced PV do, I want to see him kind of ledge trap a little bit because it seems that there was a couple of times where he was trying to, not totally getting the reads on especially the neutral get-ups. I'd love to see him just kind of push the ledge trapping a little bit more since PS Mao was getting back on the stage a lot of times a lot easier than you would want the Shoto to.
I agree. And on top of that, I feel like being careful about how that battle happens in the corner is going to be really important for Enhanced PV to keep eyes on, because once there's some sort of reversal, look how fast that damage builds up and how much danger is present immediately. It's 102 and counting the first 30 seconds. Mal already on the hunt. PV looking to just have some sort of impact on the beginning of this game too.
Yeah, finally getting some damage on the board there. And it looks like with that damage, he's getting a little bit center stage back as well. So it's really just up to him just to get some damage back on the board so he can kind of be in this again.
just trying to swing out of the corner. I feel like best bet is definitely utilize dash attack if you have to use a move, because moving yourself out of the corner is first prerogative. Wolf can do a lot with that much rage, but even little interactions become deadly when it comes to Ken.
Yeah, for sure. I know that Ken has an amazing punish game, so really, if he can just stay away, kind of like hang out on the platforms a little bit, or, just get the crescent kick, that's cool too.
Yeah. Yeah, Mauu is on a roll right now. And I'm really glad that you brought up the platforms, because I feel like that may add a little bit of a layer of comfort for Enhanced PV to move across. Because while we're seeing a really good grounded game from Mauu, anytime he's in the air is pretty much whenever he's sure he was up there.
Yeah, for real. It looks like Mauu kind of had him in the corner there, but Enhanced PV just understanding how to get back on the center stage a little bit easier this time as he's going through game 1 and now into game 2. So just gonna struggle to get a bit of a kill right now. Mauu only at 61%, and he's totally lapped Enhanced PV in percent. So really, he wants to get that kill right now.
This is straight up one of the most aggressive Kens that I've ever seen, and it's working out so well for Mauu. And because the battle has stayed so grounded, I feel like Enhanced PV just hasn't been able to lock down any of these buttons. Normally you get a chance to retreat and press either Nair or Blaster to like stop swinging like this, but we haven't seen any of that working out for Enhanced PV.
Yeah, and one thing that I noticed about Ken is that, a lot of times people have these discussions about Shotos. Well, one of the things that makes a Shoto is having an anti-air, right? Well, that's what he's doing. A lot of times in this game, you see Wolf trying to come in a lot of the time through the air, but when you're playing against a character with a great anti-air game, how hard is it to get your combo started?
Yeah, a lot of what we saw in Game 1 was just the Shoryu coming out as a combo ender to end out stocks. Here, it's coming out just to threaten space, and where I thought we were going to see some strong platform play from Enhanced PV, it's actually Mauu who's keeping the pressure up, and that pressure is just building even further. The 3-1 stock lead already, and Enhanced PV's got to do something to stop them leaving.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Enhanced PV, he could definitely make this comeback, but he's really got to wake up and commit to it right now.
Threatening with the constant bears, I think, is a good idea from him at least. Just put out a strong move, that way you can end out the stock. While Ken is closer on the heavier end, like he's not that heavy to the point where leaving out these stocks should be too much of a worry, and the forward tilt proves correct.
Yeah, for sure. Well, both of them are just trying to hold center stage as best as possible. I mean, it's a great idea when you're just playing neutral. Oh my goodness. And you see PS now just hanging out on the side of the stage on the platforms. He's like, well, what are you going to do? You're not going to kill me off of, like, hanging out where it would technically be disadvantaged. You're not going to kill me at 33%. So yeah, it's kind of just a smart idea, hanging out by the platform, below the platform. Because what is Enhanced PV going to do? He's really going to have to start being aggressive, but we've seen that PS Mauu is probably out-aggressing him in that department.
Yeah, normally when we see big damage from Wolf, if it's not coming from a wayward smash attack, it's a lot of forward air, up air chains, usually a Nair to intercept and get something started from the ground up. But we're not seeing a lot of those opportunities. Like, for all of the aggressive buttons that we've been seeing from Mauu, he's been choosing where to fight very selectively, and he's rewarded by not having taken a lot of damage and not really getting misplaced for wherever he wants to battle.
Alright, and you see Enhanced PV just kind of giving up stage a little bit there with his ledge trapping. He's really not threatening a whole lot at the ledge. I know it can be kind of scary against Ken, who has such a strong, he can hit you like really hard for out of nowhere, So I understand that fear, but for sure, I think just Enhanced PV is really just going to need to step up the edge trapping and the ledge guarding for sure.
Most definitely. And I feel like PV also needs to do something about ending up these stocks quicker, because while we saw PS Mauu live to somewhere around 140 on the previous stock, that bantam period between him being at a high percentage and dead, Ken can do a lot with rage. And nearly clocking in max rage, it's not going to take too much effort if they're one hit confirmed from now to convert a kill.
Yeah, and Enhanced PV is throwing out a lot of smash attacks, up smash especially, and I know that he's probably getting antsy for the kill, or possibly looking for a bait, but it's just really, he really is going to have to find those kills like he just did with the back air there, so instead of just waiting for the whiff, because really, why would PS Mauu want to commit to anything right now when he's got such a lead?
Yeah, the battle's got to come in one way or another, and PV, I think, starting to recognize that, choosing a bit of the safer buttons by way of a blaster and approaching Nail. But yeah, got to be a bit more proactive than that.
Yeah, for sure. And now it's looking a little bit more even, but PS Mauu is really just going on in the offensive right now. He's not giving up this lead.
And just doing a good job of making sure when it is time to actually play that close range game, it starts on his call.
Yeah. Ooh, down smash. That sounds so far really scary. Alright, what's the ledge trap in here? Bearing out of the corner, nice from enhanced PV. Just wanted to get center stage back again, and both of these players just playing so like textbook neutral.
Sometimes you just need good reactions. All right,
Yeah.
another too shorty to end out a game. And
Yeah,
so
for
far,
real,
the
just a
set
raw
count wasn't too
shorty.
long.
Yeah. So I guess going into game 3 here, enhanced PV is really just gonna want to take that lead as fast as he can, and hold center stage because both of them, like we've been saying, they've been holding center stage really, really well. But who's really holding center stage when one of you is down? You know, because obviously it's not gonna. It's definitely gonna be a difference in of who it benefits more when there's such a stock deficit or a percentage deficit.
Certainly. Like, there's the value in holding center stage on Pokemon Stadium 2 means that you usually have control over the platforms as well, and you get to dictate when that battle happens at the ledge. Here, we saw sort of an inverse of that level of stage control, where a lot of the battle was dictated by how PS Mauu wanted the fight to happen at the ledge and kept the platforms as a security blanket of sorts. We saw how he was able to just throw out Shoryus to threaten airspace, and whether that was getting kills or getting damage, landing on the platforms makes it much safer. So something's got to change here in order for enhanced PV to start to turn the tides, whether it's control of platforms on PS2 or even a potential change of scenery.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, what's nice about platforms and the platform fighter is that when you're on platforms, you have access to pretty much all of your moves. You know, if you want to do an aerial, you are not confined to doing that within a short hop or a full hop. You're confined to doing it whenever you want to drop off of the platform, you know? So platforms are really, really strong in this game, especially against a character like Ken, who doesn't have like the most amazing aerials, and most of his game is pretty grounded. So platform play is going to be really important for enhanced PV if he really wants to make this comeback.
You know, with Game 3 bringing us back to PS2, I feel like it's going to be really important for PV to keep the battle more aerially oriented, whether that means trying to go for air-to-airs, whether it means fighting for the platforms more aggressively, or something else. Like, there needs to be some dynamic shift here, because right out the gate, we're already seeing more damage leaned onto enhanced PV, and now just keeping the same game, staying grounded, waiting for the opportunity to strike, and putting on the damage when it comes time to play the game.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we're seeing it pretty even right now, but how many times have we said this set that has happened, and PS Now has just totally turned the tables and started going for. Oh my goodness, that shield pressure was insane. How scary is it to be shielding when you're coming up from ledge against a Ken or a Ryu?
Like, Ken's just knocking on the door, and like the damage is there where you have to be terrified.
Yeah, for sure. In enhanced PV, he's looking a little bit scared right now. He really is antsy for this kill. He's throwing out a lot of aerials right now. I really just want to see him take it a little bit slow. You know, you've got 5.5 minutes left on the clock. If you need to slow it down, go ahead and do that.
Even though Wolf's pressure doesn't mean too much on block, we're seeing the way that Mauu is recognizing whenever these moves aren't safe and just answering its own, constantly putting out. We're seeing a lot of Kara down smash into Fireball, and admittedly really smart against Wolf, because Wolf can't really do too much. The interaction almost safe on block entirely, and when it's not, Reflector not really doing too much to stave off the Ken pressure, but a wayward focus attack does get met with the up smash, so maybe he's looking a little better here in Game 3.
Yeah, and it seems like he's making some adaptations here, but I guess for how long it's been in the set already, it is a really scary place to be in. You know, you never want to be down 2-0. Yeah, so we're really gonna have to see him turn it up soon. Oh, I like the air dodge there. I don't know if he was totally going for it, but it definitely saved him, right?
Oh yeah, we're seeing a lot more aggressive movement in general. I like the way that Enhanced is like trying to, if not move around straight up with nairs, just bouncing around, constantly causing Mauu to misposition. I think that's a key component of what you need to do to get this Ken off of the winning streak that he's on right now. Because if he's not able to use the platforms as effectively, or can't threaten them as aggressively, then that's one problem solved.
Yeah, both of these players are getting so antsy for this kill. I've seen so many stray smash attacks coming out. Really, I just want to see like them take it a little bit slower and really flesh out how they want to get this kill. Because if you're just standing in the middle of the stage throwing out smash attacks, I mean, how likely is it that it's going to kill, right?
Yeah, the odds aren't exactly in your favor in that regard. Although, lo and behold, Mauu just goes for the focus attack cancel and finds the back air to meet it.
Yeah, and that's going to be possibly Enhanced PV's tournament stock. So if he loses this, he's going to have to go back into, or he's going to have to go into losers. Excuse me.
Yeah, and that's looking like it's going to be a rough challenge as it is, given the names that are down there right now. So trying to turn the tides before it's too late, definitely to his best benefit. And this game looks the closest of all of them. Not only the stock count looking fairly close, but Mauu on second, left bleeding, and still holding forward. A little too forward there. Tatsu's beneath the stage and ties it up.
I know, it's so scary. You know, everyone hates when there's like a lift like that or you get pineapples. But Enhanced PV, not hating it right now. You know, he's got another chance at life here. Even though he's at 97%, he's getting pretty close to kill percent. Oh, he's in that shield, rolling around. Okay, I totally understand that. Getting behind him so he doesn't have to deal with some of the follow-ups that he'll probably be looking for.
All just runs right in, goes for the Shiryu, and just like that, that's a 3-0 for PS Mauu.
Yeah, that was super dominant. I mean, that last game, it was looking pretty close, but PS Mauu really just proving that um, he is he's really good at this matchup. He was doing great, and really finding those kills was great. Like doing a good job. So